of Horry County. There is low risk of rip currents for the beaches. Remember that rip currents are always possible, especially around low tide and near jetties and piers. The surf will be 1 foot or less north of Myrtle Beach and around 2 feet from Myrtle Beach southward, with northwest winds around 20 miles per hour. The ultraviolet index at noon indicates a high risk of harm from unprotected sun exposure. The lightning risk is none. No clouds or ground lightning is expected. There is no risk of water spouts. The next 4 tides at Myrtle Beach will be a high tide at 11:11 a.m., a low tide at 5:32 p.m., a high tide at 11:30 p.m., and a low tide at 5:41 a.m. on Sunday. The next 4 tides at Windy Bay Entrance South Jetty will be a high tide at 11:29 a.m., a low tide at 5:42 p.m., a high tide at 11:39 p.m., and a low tide at 5:49 a.m. on Sunday. The beach water temperature at Spring Bay Pier is 79. Cool and dry Canadian air mass will spread into the area this weekend into early next week. Temperatures will approach record lows this weekend. Strong Canadian high pressure will build down into the southeast through mid to late week, with temperatures and humidity moderating the latter half of next week. At 5 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time, the center of Hurricane Ophelia was located near latitude 27.7 north, longitude 63.1 west. Ophelia is moving to the north near 17 miles per hour. Maximum sustained winds remain near 120 miles per hour with higher gusts, making Ophelia a Category 3 hurricane. The minimum central pressure is 952 millibars, or 28.11 inches. At 5 a.m. the center of Tropical Storm Philippe was located near latitude 24.3 north, longitude 47.4 west. Philippe is moving to the northwest near 9 miles per hour. Maximum sustained winds are near 50 miles per hour with higher gusts. The center estimated minimum central pressure is 1,004 millibars, or 29.65 inches. The tropical weather outlook for the remainder of the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico. Tropical storm formation is not expected over the next 48 hours. On the 5 a.m. observations, in Myrtle Beach, it was clear. The temperature was 55 degrees, the dew point was 48, giving a relative humidity of 76%. The wind was northwest at 9 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.79 inches and rising. In North Myrtle Beach, it was clear. The temperature was 56 degrees. The dew point was 52, giving a relative humidity of 86%. The wind was northwest at 6 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.79 inches and rising. On the weather conditions around the Carolinas, it was clear, with a temperature of 56 at Charleston, 57 at Florence, and 58 at Wilmington. Under clear skies, Whiteville reported 55, Southport reported 57, and Columbia reported 60. It was fair, with a temperature of 54 at Conway and 55 at Georgetown.
The latest marine observations within the last 2 hours, as of 5 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At Frying Pan Shoals Buoy, the winds were northwest at 21 knots. The seas were 5 feet in a period of 6 seconds. The air temperature was 68, and the seawater temperature was 79. At Ocean Crest Pier Wave Gauge, the winds were northwest at 13 knots. The air temperature was 60, and the seawater temperature was 78. At Sunset Beach Nearshore Buoy, the wind was northwest at 14 knots. At Spring Bay Pier, the wind was northwest at 5 knots. At Edisto Buoy, the winds were north at 19 knots. The seas were 6 feet in a period of 6 seconds. The air temperature was 70, and the seawater temperature was 80.
And now taking a look at the forecast for the Grand Strand and surrounding area, issued at 3:38 a.m. Today, sunny, highs around 70, northwest winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, clear, lows in the mid-40s, northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday, sunny, highs in the upper 60s, northwest winds around 10 miles per hour, becoming west in the afternoon. Sunday night, clear, lows in the mid-40s, northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, sunny, highs in the lower 70s, northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming west in the afternoon. Monday night and Tuesday, clear, lows in the lower 50s, highs in the lower 70s. Tuesday night through Wednesday night, clear, lows in the upper 50s, highs in the mid-70s. Thursday through Friday, partly cloudy, highs in the mid-70s, lows in the lower 60s. The coastal waters forecast for the following. Coastal waters from Little River Inlet to Myrtle Inlet, South Carolina, 20 nautical miles. Issued at 4:14 a.m. Small craft advisory in effect until noon today. Today, northwest winds 20 to 25 knots, diminishing to 15 to 20 knots this afternoon. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Seas 2 feet or less near shore. Tonight, northwest winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts up to 25 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Sunday, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. Sunday night, northwest winds 10 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Monday, northwest winds 10 knots. Seas 2 feet. Monday night, northwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 feet. Tuesday, north winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Wednesday, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet. The offshore waters forecast from 20 to 250 miles offshore for Cape Fear to 31 north. Issued at 4:56 a.m. Today, northwest winds 20 to 25 knots, except east of 1,000 fathoms, west to southwest at 10 to 20 knots early. Winds becoming northwest 15 to 25 knots throughout late. Seas 4 to 7 feet, except east of 1,000 fathoms, building to 7 to 9 feet with southeast swells. Scattered showers and thunderstorms over east portions ending. Tonight, northwest winds diminishing to 10 to 15 knots. Seas 4 to 7 feet, except east of 1,000 fathoms, 7 to 10 feet with southeast swells. Sunday, west to northwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas subsiding to 3 to 5 feet, except east of 1,000 fathoms, 5 to 7 feet with southeast swells. Sunday night, west to southwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas becoming 3 to 5 feet throughout. Monday, west to northwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 5 feet. Today's surf forecast for the beaches of Horry County. There is low risk of rip currents for the beaches. Remember that rip currents are always possible, especially around low tide and near jetties and piers. The surf will be 1 foot or less north of Myrtle Beach and around 2 feet from Myrtle Beach southward, with northwest winds around 20 miles per hour. The ultraviolet index at noon indicates a high risk of harm from unprotected sun exposure. The lightning risk is none. No cloud-to-ground lightning is expected. There is no risk of water spouts. The North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina climate summary for yesterday, September 30th, 2011. Yesterday's high temperature of 86 degrees occurred at 3:57 p.m. This high was 6 degrees above the normal high of 80. The high ties the previous record of 86 degrees, which was set in 1997. Yesterday's low temperature of 63 occurred at 11:59 p.m. This low was 1 degree above the normal low of 62. The record low is 48 degrees, which was last set in 2003. 0.36 inches of precipitation fell yesterday, which brings the monthly total to 3.72 inches. This is 2.56 inches below the normal amount of 6.28 inches for September. The total precipitation for the season now stands at 21.45 inches, which is 13.07 inches below normal. The total precipitation for the year is now 27.36 inches, which is 14.27 inches below normal. The normal high temperature for today is 80 degrees, and the normal low is 62. The record high for today is 88, which occurred in 1998, and the record low is 46, which occurred in 2001. Sunrise today is at 7:09 a.m. and sunset is at 7 p.m.
The National Marine Fisheries Service announces that the recreational sector for golden tilefish in federal waters off the South Atlantic states is closed, effective 12:01 a.m. local time, October 6, 2011 through December 31st, 2011. During the closure, all recreational harvest of golden tilefish is prohibited, and the bag and possession limit is 0. A person aboard a vessel for which a federal South Atlantic charter vessel or head boat permit for snapper grouper has been issued must also abide by these closure provisions in state waters. Questions should be directed to the National Marine Fisheries Service at 727-824-5305.